Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, inside this particular video I'm going to be showing you the update on this particular indicator. As you can see here, we have our breaking structure, and we have our breaker level, which is the breaker level, and our mitigate and unmitigate level on our chart. So I want to show you guys how to use this particular indicator to trade and make a successful profit every time. So as you can see now, this is step index 300 on 1 minute time frames. So we are going to be using this particular pair to identify what has happened on this particular trade. So I told you guys that what you will be always looking for is your breaker level. What you are going to be looking for is a breaker level. So we have two types of breaker level. The first breaker level is a downtrend breaker level, and the second breaker level is a uptrend breaker level. You can see what happened here. We have our breaker level at this particular zone, which identify as a downtrend breaker level. So anytime you have your breaker level appear on your charts, and you can see that it is on this red color, light red color like this indicates that the breaker level is on the downtrend level. And once you have your breaker level like what we have here, to be on a green light color like what we have here, it simply means is a uptrend breaker. So you can see we have a downtrend breaker, downtrend breaker, downtrend breaker, downtrend breaker. So how to use this particular our breaker level, our top and down analysis to take this our breaker level. So what you are going to be looking for every time on the trade is your breaker level. So once you have your breaker level, then you look for your choke level on it. We have two types of this our choke level here. We have the downtrend and we have the uptrend level. You can see this. The uptrend level is the green line here, and the downtrend level is the red line here. So anytime you have your choke level on your breaker level and it's going the same direction, then look for that particular indicator arrow. This, you can see this particular indicator does not reprint. This particular arrow does not reprint. Once it show up, it's going to show to you that the trend is so accurate at that particular level. You can see that we have our breaker level here, which is indicate that we have our downtrend. Now we have our choke level at this particular level. Now you can see, so our arrow is going to indicate to us here that we have a downtrend, we have a downtrend level. So you can see what happened here. You can take your massive downtrend to any level you want. You can see you can take your trend to any level you want. So you can decide to take up to like 10 candlestick, 15 candlestick from here, and you can see what the market did. It respect that particular level. But what gives us a confirmation is our trend is already on the downtrend. We have our breaker OB on the what? On the downtrend. The trade I will have reversed to this level before this our breaker OB appear. But don't worry, where you are going to enter your trade is where this our choke level appear, and it gives us a signal arrow that we are going on a downtrend. You can see what happened here. So we go on a massive downtrend. So let's go again and check for more. We can see this particular breaker also. We can see this particular breaker is a downtrend breaker. But we are going to check when price is moving around that particular breaker will be. If there is a particular choke level here, you can see we have a choke level here, which indicates also that we are on a downtrend. You can see, so your arrow is going to appear at this particular level, and we are going to enter our trade at this particular area. You can see what the market did. The market go down on the massive trend. It go down on a massive trend. So let's look for more. We have our downtrend breaker here, but what we can see is the uptrend choke level here. We can see, so we are not going to be taking that. We have our uptrend level here, and what we can see here is the downtrend choke level here. So it's not aligned with each other, so we are going to leave it. So, and we can see we have another choke level here, but it is under that same uptrend breaker level OB. You can see that. So if we are going to be enter for this uptrend level, so it's going to be immediately when we have our confirmation here. and it's going to be somewhere around, our entry is going to be somewhere around there for our little uptrend. You can see that. So like this particular breaker will be, you can see there is no confirmation for us because we don't have any choke level here. We don't have any choke level here. You can see that. So that is how to identify this particular breaker level. So let me show you guys another one on our step index 200. We can see that. So we can see what the market is doing currently now. So we don't have any breaker OB on the option. So we are going to look back and see what our breaker OB has done in the past. You can see this is example of a breaker OB. You can see this is a breaker OB, and I told you guys that anytime you are looking for a breaker OB, first identify the breaker OB it is. If it is an uptrend or a downtrend, you can see this is a downtrend and this is a uptrend. So after you check the uptrend and the downtrend of that breaker OB, then you can identify the choke that appear on that particular breaker OB. You can see this is a what? This is a uptrend choke level, and we have our uptrend breaker level. So this is tell you that your confirmation entry is going to be when this particular choke level appear with an arrow. So your entry is going to be somewhere around there, and you can see what the market did. We go on a massive uptrend up to this particular moment. So you can decide to close your level at any time as you want at this particular area. So that is how this particular indicator works. So we can see here that we have our downtrend breaker OB, but we don't have any choke level here, and we can see this also that this is a downtrend breaker OB. And we have our downtrend choke level here. We can have our downtrend choke level here, which means this is the level our market is going to be breaking. So our entry is going to be when this arrow appear, and you can see you can still take up to like 5 candlestick at this particular area on our step index 200, and you know how much that one is going to give to you. So our stop loss will be above the arrow level. It's going to be above the arrow level here, and this is going to be below the arrow level at this particular area. So this is how to identify those particular trend. So now what we are waiting for now currently now is a breaker OB, and currently at this particular place also on our step index 300, we are waiting for our breaker OB to appear. And once it appears, then we look for our choke level at this particular area. We look for the same trend of the breaker OB. So we can see this is a downtrend, and this is also a downtrend choke level. So we wait patient for this particular zone to appear. And once it appears, we can go as we want. So to get this particular indicator is very simple. Just reach me on my Telegram, and you're going to get access to it. This indicator is not for free, but I'll tell you guys, this is 100% working, and it does not reprint. This arrow does not reprint. This arrow does not reprint. So once it appears and our choke level appear, is going to go along with what you want. Thanks guys. See you guys in our next video.